The United States is home to some breathtaking vacation spots that you may have never known about. So today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the most breathtaking vacation spots in America that you must visit. Before we get into the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as well as turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss any videos we put up. Aspen Highlands, Colorado. If you're crazy about skiing and don't want to go too far, then Aspen is just the place you need in the US. It's so incredible that there are 4 different skiing areas. You could head further south down the valley to Snowmass, or check out Buttermilk, Ajax Mountain, and Aspen Highlands. Whichever one you go for, eventually there is more than enough frosty playground to have some fun or engage in a few winter sports. In the late 19th century, Aspen came to life as a silver mining town. The architecture twinkled so much, and it grew in popularity. Now, you can even go hiking in Aspen. Summer is an absolutely amazing time to pack your backpacks and enjoy the beauty of nature as you head to the hills. Yosemite National Park. The first thing that you would notice about the world-famous Yosemite National Park is its dramatic scenery. Everything about this park is beautiful, especially for keen wilderness hikers. Head over here on weekends to explore one of the many trails going around the park. There's always beautiful wildlife to admire, and this national park is known to attract hundreds of visitors yearly. This iconic hangout is a breathtaking vacation spot that should be part of your bucket list. Here, you can check out jaw-dropping cliffs, impressive sequoias, and powerful waterfalls. Be sure to go with your camera, as there is tons of photogenic centerpieces that would look amazing in your gallery. A few of them include the imposing Brevail Falls and the granite cliffs of El Capitan and Half Dome. San Antonio River, Texas. Back in South Central Texas is a city that's rich in both modern-day appeal and history. This clever mix makes it a vacation spot that will always appeal to thousands of people. Best known as the home of the Alamo, San Antonio is one of the largest cities in the United States, and there is no shortage of activities here. You can check out the River Walk, which is arguably one of the most visited attractions in San Antonio. This vibrant pedestrian scene is home to stretches of entertainment venues, shops, and restaurants that will blow you away with their unique cuisine. You can take this walk down to the San Antonio River Walk that sits right in the middle of the downtown area. When you think that you've seen enough of the city, there's always at least one more thing to keep you staring in awe. That is the beauty of San Antonio. Philadelphia Museum of Art, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Have you ever been to any of the intriguing art museums in Philadelphia? Well, if you haven't, it's time to change that. All art enthusiasts will find these museums fascinating, especially the Philadelphia Museum of Art. This museum is one of the largest in the world, but that's not all that it has to share. You need to be ready to walk down its long flights of steps, which you may have watched in the 1976 movie Rocky. However, Philly is that iconic state that is brimming with a lot of history. This is the city where the founding fathers of the United States had signed the U.S. Constitution and the 1776 Declaration of Independence. So, when you're in need of a relaxing vacation spot sprinkled with a lot of beautiful art, then pack your bags and head on over to the home of the Philly cheesesteak sandwich and the iconic Liberty Bell. Balboa Park, San Diego, California. San Diego is a coastal Californian city right on the border with Mexico that has a lot of the Mexican culture present. All year long, you can bask in the mild climate while stuffing your face with delicious seafood and enjoying the bubbling atmosphere. Visitors to the city are always awed by the laid-back mindset of this area. Of course, it doesn't hurt to soak up some beautiful sun while lounging on both sand and sea. When you're ready to see what nature has to offer in this amazing city, you can go over to the bustling Balboa Park, which is home to the San Diego Zoo. This is where you'll get to admire some of the impressive wildlife as you explore the botanical gardens and dozens of museums. The scenery and activities here are enough to give you an unforgettable weekend of bliss. Niagara Falls. What's more impressive than 6 million cubic feet of water towering over you and falling to the ground in a powerful rush? The view of this cascade over the ridge is what you need to see at Niagara Falls. There is such a huge chance that you would have heard of this place at once, given that its world-famous reputation. The Niagara Falls straddles New York and Ontario, but here it's the beautiful thing about the watery front, which is made up of 3 falls, Bridal Veil Falls, American Falls, and Horseshoe Falls, that it's no wonder that 20 million tourists head over to this site every year to be able to watch the flow of water that gushes out magnificently from the upper Great Lakes. It's one experience that you would love to have. Miami Beach, Miami, Florida. How about a lazy day in the sun? This glamorous city in the United States is possibly most common for its sunny beaches. Over there, all you have to do is put on some sunscreen, get your shades on, and soak up the sun on the glamorous South Beach. When you've had your fill, there's the sizzling nightlife to keep you active all night long. The Latin culture in Miami is also a sight to behold. From the live music to the dishes that tantalize your taste buds, your vacation time is worthwhile in Miami. The city also has the world's largest number of passenger cruise ships, being a major port city, so it's a good place to pop some champagne and experience the city on water. Finally, you won't be able to stop yourself from staring at its mind-blowing Art Deco architecture. It's vacation time. Pike Place Market, Seattle, Washington. Over at the Pacific Northwest region of the United States lies the largest city in the area, Seattle. This is where global giants like Amazon, Starbucks, and even Boeing have made their home. And can you blame them? Seattle isn't called the Emerald City for nothing. All around the skyline of Seattle are skyscrapers that would have you straining your necks just to see the top. But none of them is as awe-inspiring as the futuristic 605-foot tall Space Needle. This skyscraper, which was built in 1962, turns more than a few heads. Seattle has impressive lush scenery thanks to its rainy climate, but that also means that it sits at the top of the seafood ranking. And what better place to experience that than at the historic Pike Place Market? You could visit this place every day for a month and there would be something new to try. Need to go hiking? You've got that covered in Seattle as well. There are more than enough pine forests around to give you a taste of nature at its finest. Walt Disney World, Orlando, Florida. For a little family vacation time, Orlando in Central Florida is your go-to place. You can have that much-needed family time in the city where magic and dreams come true to life. It's home to some of the most famous theme parks in the world, including Universal, SeaWorld, and of course Walt Disney World. All it takes is more than enough money for tickets, and your kids can experience every single ride at the theme parks. Is anyone surprised that Walt Disney World hosts millions of visitors every year? There's always something to see or do here, making it a favorite destination for family vacations. At any of the several amusement parks in Orlando, you can watch dolphins perform marvelous tricks, take thrilling rides on roller coasters, relive some of your all-time favorite movie scenes, and even meet your favorite storybook characters. Thinking about it alone brings a rush of excitement. The Hawaiian Islands. Speaking of islands, have you truly been to one if you haven't checked out the Hawaiian Islands? There is so much to love about the Polynesian archipelago of Hawaii. Spreading across hundreds of islands in the Pacific Ocean, this paradise has just the right tropical climate to be able to welcome you to a blissful vacation time. Just after World War II ended, Hawaii became known as a tropical destination with an impressive wealth of natural scenery and numerous pristine beaches. This is where you'll get to go drop off all the pleasures of working hard into the ocean and just get lost in the elegance. Surfers from around the world also consider Hawaii a prime destination for rolling on the waves. There is by no means any limits to the activities that you can do on the Hawaiian Islands, and you'll be shocked to see how time flies so quickly over there. Also, you get to feel like a local as you join in the thriving indigenous Hawaiian culture with upbeat music, traditions, and interesting ceremonies. It's a sunny city for everyone. So, there you have it. Those are breathtaking vacation spots that you need to visit in America. Which one is your favorite on the list? And what other locations do you think would have made our list? Let us know in the comment section down below, and that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, guys.